blocking is where we take the actors and we give them all of the movements that they need to do in each scene. It's very complicated, a little tedious, because everyone has to kind of stand around and wait as I go through all the specifics of what they need to do and when they need to do it and all that type of thing. But once we're finished with that, then it really makes the scene interesting, because then they can take it and personify it and make it as real as they possibly can.
Well, I'm playing Dr. Parker, and he's the town veterinarian, but he's treated like the main doctor of the town. It's kind of interesting. But Dr. Parker has very little love for the Bat Boy, only as far as it will get him what he wants. And well, that all changes, and then he doesn't like the Bat Boy at all anymore. And it's really fun. I get to be pretty creepy, and I get to kill people, so that's fun.
She's kind of a bimbo, high school student, and at the beginning of the show she's dating this kind of goon named Rick Taylor, and then the Bat Boy comes in and kind of changes her demeanor and her personality a little bit, and she really has a soft spot for him, and then she kind of grows into a young woman as the show continues on.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Lovely, and you?
Lovely, and you?
Won't you sit down?
Won't you sit down?
Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do.
Developing a character is something that should go hand in hand with blocking. It's what we started working on now. Talking to the cast about who they are in real life is very different from who they are on stage. So starting to work on what that person is like physically, how they speak, how they walk, how they stand, if they have any funny things that they do as a person, to start working on those now in the rehearsal process, so by the time we get to the show, it's something natural and it's something that is very easy for the actors to do as their character.
Jump back, ladies, jump back. And then we have...
Well, being in the ensemble is kind of a different experience. It's almost more fun because there's less of a demand on you, so you can sort of create your own character rather than following what's scripted.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot less pressure just because you don't have to adhere so closely to the things that have been written down. But at the same time, it also is such a big challenge to choose something yourself and be so committed. Like when you have lines and you're scripted, then you can incorporate that into your reading of the character. But when you have absolutely nothing to go on, it takes a lot more work to choose for yourself.
I decided to come to do this community theater just because of the fact that you're working with a bunch of people who it's their passion to do what they do. I mean, we're not getting paid, we're volunteering our own time, so really, if you think about it, these are the people who have the most heart for it out of a lot of the people who are performing today.
But really, doing this sort of volunteer work is just, it's fun. You get this sort of camaraderie going with the other actors, and by the end of it, it really is sort of a family experience.
Yeah, it's just such a relaxed, easygoing environment, and I feel like you always look forward to rehearsals. It's not like it's something that you have to do to get forward to the show. It's the time when you get to be backstage in between scenes and you get to meet new people that you wouldn't normally meet, and all work together on this really great project.
Rehearsal's been great so far. I've really enjoyed getting to know a whole new group of people, and everyone here is so different and so much fun. It's just really neat to walk into a group where you just have that instant bond.
I think that starting out with the vocal rehearsals, we all kind of got a feel for how our voices are going to go together, and everybody seems to be pretty comfortable with the music, which is kind of unheard of this early on. And the blocking is really moving along quickly, and I think it's going to be a really great show. It's kind of exciting to see how awesome everything's turning out to be.